All right, everybody. I'm William Hall Auto Interiors. Today I'm gonna do a seat for a 78 Bronco. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna take and redo this seat right here, and I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna show you how to kind of make the patterns. Hoping this won't take me too long to do this seat. You never know what you're gonna run into whenever you're doing one like this. If you don't mind, like and subscribe. That's the only way you can build a good channel, is to like and subscribe. Especially if you like what you're seeing and you think that this might be something you want to learn how to do. I'm gonna start off and take it all apart. One thing I'm gonna do right here is sharpen my scissors. If you have a scissor sharpener or anything like that, or a grinder, I'm gonna show you kind of how to do it. It's not gonna take me but just a minute, because it don't take but just a minute to sharpen them. But I'm gonna put the camera right here and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I've had this right here for years, over 30, maybe longer. A guy that did my scissors ran off with my scissors, so that's how I wound up buying a scissor sharpening machine. All right, and I'm gonna come right here, move you in a little closer. Get you a little bit closer here where you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, maybe you can see exactly what I'm doing. All my scissors, I already have them set to a degree on this wheel right here. So they're already set at 30 degrees. So that's what I keep them at. I just put this in here like this. And it don't take but just a minute. As they get dull, you really can, it won't slide right through the material, that's for sure. So I just take it just like this, and you can see the nicks in there where it might have hit something. I can tell right in here it does have some nicks in it. And that's all it takes. When you see the sparks, that's where I can feel those and tell that they're sharp. When you see the sparks go across the blade right here, over the edge, right here, you can tell that them right there has wore down some, but whenever you start seeing the sparks go across the edge of the blade, you know that they're level. I let these sit back there for a long time because I just didn't like them. but I use them a little more now. I'm just going to sharpen a couple more of these pairs like this, and that way I can go ahead and get started, but it don't take a whole bunch of scissors. I can sharpen them up anytime. Like I said, I have them set, so this is what I normally sharpen them at, and you can see the sparks going across this blade right here. Like, that lets you know that you've got them down all the way. This is a very soft rock, and it's not going to take a whole lot off of them. If you get on a grinder will eat right into your scissors. So you probably need to be really, really, really careful. Okay. You can tell right there. That's pretty sharp. I can see that right there. It ain't all the way down. See the sparks going across the blade? They're all the way down now. They're real, real sharp. And that's sharp. Okay, those 3 is enough. The rest of them are kind of dull. A lot of trim shops, what they do is they just cut with them dull. But if you're gonna cut your patterns out real fast, you need a sharp pair. All right, so I got 3 good ones right here. I think they're I try to put a little bit of oil on them right here. This is Croyle oil. I think it's real good oil. You can use, if you don't have sewing machine oil, you can use Croyle oil on your sewing machine, and I think it still works good. It's a real thin. It's a real thin oil. Okay, so now we're gonna get back to this. So we'll come right over here. I'm gonna set you down. Just like that. I got my pad up here on the table. I'll take and move all my other scissors over here to the table, and if I need to pick up one, I will. All right. Before I get started, it's a good idea, before you ever touch the cover, like this right here, it's a good idea to go ahead and start marking it. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna mark it right here. It's marked all the way around. A lot of times I'll take and do something like this. It just sort of gives me more of an idea of where I'm at with these covers, which I've done so many of these. I could probably do this one blindfolded, but I'm doing this for y'all, to where you'll know how to keep up with it, because a lot of times it can be real confusing if it's something that you ain't done before. You got a whole bunch of pieces. You can tell them apart right here, but once you start taking this seat apart and there's a whole bunch of pieces, you got a stack of pieces right here. You're going to want to know where all these pieces go. And a lot of them resemble one another. Right in here, write your seam, S-E-A, just right here. That's where you know the seam is. This right here, I'm gonna put this piece back in here. Not this piece, but I'm gonna put one kind of resembling to it because he's wanting to change it to vinyl. I'm gonna cut this piece here out of this is called Fargo. I'm gonna cut this little pattern right here out and sew this piece up here in his seat going across. In some of my other videos, I told you got to have a plan. So I sat down and drawed this right here for the customer, and you can tell this is the way we're going to change it. We're going to put some just some horizontal seams in it. It's going to be all vinyl, and I'm going to put this piece across here, and that's what he wanted. Just to kind of keep up with what he wants, because a lot of people come out here and you might not know, keep up with so many different designs. To keep up with it, there's your seam. That's what you need to put on there. As much information as you need to keep up with what you're doing. If you think that you need to write down something or take a picture of it, then that's what you need to do, is write it down, take a picture of it. All through here, you can just draw all that stuff right through here. Put you a couple of lines on it. If it's one side or the other, you can just put a couple of lines on it, right beside one another, just to keep up with it, where you know where you're at whenever you go to putting this back together. All right, there's the center. Just go all the way around it, just like that. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to keep up with it. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and take this seat apart real quick, because I need to go on and start getting this thing apart. Always have your pan. I wasn't going to do a video with this, but I figured, hey, what the heck. Alright, the armrest has got a bolt in here. Hold on. Sometimes if that zipper don't unzip real good, you can just take a little WD-40. And unzip it. Let's see. That is that's a T45 Torx that's in there. that might twist out. These little Allen screws right there, sometimes they might need a little oil on. I got one of these little torches here. It acts like it wants to like stick, like it's not wanting to come out all the way. Maybe I can go down all the way through it, but that's what. Man, that's maybe some of that colloidal oil might work better. This right here operates the level of the armrest to make it up or lower. This right here. And if any moistures ever get in the vehicle or something like that, I mean, it might get wet, who knows. But I can tell you, it was pretty stuck. Alright, that might be hot, so I'm going to pull it out with these pliers. I'll even just put the Allen screw in there. It's like the piece is like welded to the fabric. That's been on there a while. I don't know if this zipper right here is going to come undone. It is very, very rusty. Hey, but if it don't come undone, I don't care. I put a new one in. But if you're doing it at home, if you're doing it at home, you might want to try to save that zipper. Maybe yours won't be like this. Okay, I'll just wait. I'll take that loose right here. Okay, so I already got it loose. Like I said, if you don't know, you might want to just mark it like this. Just go up the hill. Do the same thing over here. All the way around. You know these pieces where they go. This right here, seam. It's easier for me to take this seat apart when it's on the seat. If I was reusing this fabric right here, I would probably be a lot more careful. Make sure I didn't cut it. Like if you're putting an insert in or something like that, don't want to cut it. I could just make that one piece if I didn't think he wanted that armrest right here. I mean this catch-all. Believe me, it don't serve a lot of purpose other than to catch a whole bunch of junk that you don't even know what's in there. These seats come with a rod in them. They come with a, let me see, they come with this rod in them right here. Your hog ring, it slides up in here into a little slot. A lot like a Mustang seat. That's the way they're built. When you do this right here, you need to remember that this piece goes on first, this piece. Then, when you sew your sides on, it goes behind here. So if you need to make a note of that, you need to go ahead and make it while you're taking it apart. Because ain't nobody gonna be there to tell you unless you write it down. Unless somebody's teaching you on hand. If you're doing this with a razor blade, you better have a bunch of razor blades. Because I'm telling you, it will dull your knife, it will dull your razor blade. That's why I keep one of these handy where I can hit it. That don't take a whole lot of metal off, but it will sharpen it up. Alright, there's another piece off. Alright, I'll show you how faded this right here is. That piece right there was Velcroed. You see the bell stick on here? This right here, that's how faded it was. That's a pretty good bid. This was a Eddie Bauer edition. I think the old Broncos is kind of coming back a little bit. I see a lot more people trying to fix them up. It ain't too bad of a job to rip these seams right here out. Alright, there we go. We stripped down these pieces right here. I need to get something and cut them out. They're not hard to get out either. I had a pair that I used a lot, but they seemed to sprouted legs and walked off. And you can see right here, you lift this up, and right here, right there, it slides up under that piece of metal right there that's sticking in. It just slides under it. So whenever you slide it back in, it holds it pretty tight. I think that was a pretty good idea when they done that. Alright, here's the bottom. We'll start on it. You want to keep all this stuff separated, the bottom from the back. I'm telling you, it will dull your knife. And if you use one of them razor blades from China, that joker ain't gonna last no time. It will dull it. So you better get you one that you can break off or replace real quick. This seat right here has got some foam damage. Man, that's the dirt. I mean, it's just loaded with dirt. Well, look how they padded that up. I've seen them padded before, but really, was that overkill? It was used to fill up this gap right here. They really didn't need it. They just had to fill up that gap, made it where it didn't look that bad. Come on, come on. Alright, let me keep all this stuff separated out. That's the backrest, move it out of the way. This is what they call an electrician's knife. I use that knife right there a lot because it's got a screwdriver on it. And the blade normally stays pretty sharp. Maybe my sharpener is wore out. I'm telling you, this has got a lot of dirt in it. Worst thing you can put around your sewing machine is some dirt. So whenever y'all sewing up them trampoline mats or either tarp for a truck, better make really sure they clean. They get down there in that bobbin hook, and you start skipping stitches, you're gonna be saying, what the crap has happened? I got 2 of these to cut out for because the guy wants the other one done. So what I got to do is just cut double patterns, kind of like the opposites. Alright, so there's the seats. Check out the peanuts, all that stuff like that up in there where them rhoduses. I'm breaking some of these trim shop rules. They said, do not put your trash on the floor. Damn. I'm breaking the rules. I wish. Hey, I used to keep it clean in here, y'all. Mop the floor every day. Now, I'm in too big of a hurry to stop and do all this stuff. Alright, this is the problems that we got right here. It's busted right in here. This right here is ate up. That's a pretty easy fix. Probably gonna cut some of that off. It looks like it's been there for years. Who knows? Anyway, some more of it over here. I'm gonna glue all that stuff back. And this part right back here, always bust on all of them, it seems like. Overall, the backrest and the foaming on this seat right here is in pretty good shape. Alright, I can move my pad now. Whoop, break the rule. It ain't no harder than this to clean it up though. Alright, which one would be quickest? Which one would be the best? I got to do them both anyway. Alright, what I'm going to do is lay out my material and start marking it out. I wished it was cleaner up in here, but we both know it ain't. Alright, this is what he picked out. It don't look too bad. Not too bad. Good. Ooh, this is from the soft side collection, so it's supposed to be kind of soft, pliable, not too bad for vinyl. Alright. Need my grease pencil. A lot of times I use a Sharpie on that. I might use both. Who knows? Oh yeah. Y'all don't call these grease pencils. That's for the old school person like me. They're China markers. So remember that. China markers. Not that they was made in China, but that's what they call them. This is what I normally do. I usually draw out my patterns like this right here. Sometimes I use a ruler on parts of it, and sometimes I use sometimes I just draw it by hand. So here we go. Like this. Always go around it and mark your places that you've marked. If you're not used to it and can't keep up with it, that's probably what you need to do. It's just like that. All right, so there's one. I'm almost sure these patterns right here are about the same. Mark your patterns. Maybe you can see this. I hope so. pattern don't lay down, just cut it. Make it lay down. Sometimes it draws up. Really don't like this. It ain't drawing real good. Another one here. Okay. Here's the, this goes up under the front, connects to the frame. I guess you can see this. And I might not get every piece on there, but I'll show it to you. Alright, so there's that. Here's the bottom. When you're sewing this right here, it will draw up going crossways of the pleats. So you need to keep that in mind whenever you are measuring off, or your material will draw up and you won't have enough to fill in if you cut it too close. Okay, so there's the bottom. It's already drawn out. We're going to take these pieces right here. I want these with 1/2 inch on it. This right here, 1/4 inch. So I'll stick some headliner on it or something that I got that will work to take it to 1/4 inch. Alright, so there's your 1/4 inch pieces. This piece right here didn't have nothing on it. No pad. So I'm not going to put nothing back on it. It just don't require it. A lot of times if you got a piece that's like this right here and it's all screwed up on one side, you can take and get the length of it and just flip it over and get your pattern. Like this. Just like that. And get your pattern from it. So, there you go. Okay. There's my bottom. Alright. To get all these pieces right here, I mean, I can go ahead and glue it or whatever, or trace it. But whenever you're doing this, you need to, if you're going to make 2 seats, then you're going to have to cut the pattern close before you flip it over and get your other pattern for your other seat. Unless you wanted to just take and redraw all them, but you don't want to do that. Let me get my real good sharp here. Okay. Alright, let's see. I think they're the same. They're real close to the same. I might even take some of that off. That seat pattern could have been stretched a little bit. Okay, got all these pieces here. This goes on my bottom. I want to make sure that's real close. Like I said, one of them patterns right there could have been off just a tad. You want them real close to what the other one is. That does look real close. Let's see about this one. Okay, they both look very close. Okay, got all the patterns from the bottom. So we're gonna take all these bottom pieces over here, and I'm gonna lay them over here on tape, separate from the other ones. Of course, go ahead and cut out my insert. This is gonna be the part that I'm gonna pleat. I really can't keep up with a Sharpie. That's why I buy packs of them, so I can keep up with them. Okay. If you don't have a lot of material to work with, what you do is you lay all your pieces out and you try to get as much out of it as you possibly can. Like this. Put it face down, you're working on the opposite seat. See how many pieces you can get out of your material. That really don't look good. Like I can get much out of this right here. Let's see if this will work. Turn it and get it the direction that you think that you can get the most out of it. Okay, I think that's it. Then I got my pieces here. Pieces here. Alright, once you get all your stuff laid out and you figure out where you can get save the most material, because material is kind of high, take that Sharpie right there and go to it. I will tell you something about a Sharpie. Let the weight of the Sharpie just lay up next to the material like this. You don't want to push on it, you'll push the material over, because it don't take much to move that material over. So I just let the weight of the Sharpie go up next to the material and not move it. Because it don't take much. You can move that material by breathing on it just about. But just let the weight of the marker do just like this right here. Lightly. Okay, just like that. Now I take these pieces, stack them together. You want to keep these pieces right here separate from these pieces. It's not the same seat. This right here is the passenger seat. He's still riding around in the driver's seat. He done called me a couple of times. So this right here, passenger seat. You might even want to put passenger on it. Not with a water marker. It will go through it. Make sure you got a permanent marker. These right here, I already know that's the passenger seat. I'm going to keep them straight, but you might want to do it. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to cut all this stuff right here out real quick. I do jump around all over the patterns because it's just my way. I cut them out real quick. the rules again, throwing it on the floor. But that's just doing it. Throwing it on the floor. These patterns are designed for certain thicknesses of foam. So if you try to get by with something that ain't just right, it's probably gonna look like crap whenever you get done, because it ain't gonna fill in the space. Alright, there's the other seat. It's cut out. Like I said, keep these right here separated. Keep all these in one pile. Where you can keep up with it and not mix them up with the other seats. Okay. Now, time to do that backrest. The backrest is usually a little bit more complicated than the bottom. It usually takes a little bit more to do it. So we're going to draw these pieces right here out. There's that bad zipper that joker did not want to come loose. And still don't. Darn. I know you can tap on a knot with a hammer and make that joker come loose. Let's see if this right here will help. I'm not beating it. Just tapping it. Trying to make it wiggle. God damn. It ain't gonna come loose. It ain't. There you go. I told you get all kind of surprises if you're doing something like this. But I can't cut it off, can I? Okay. Here I go. I'm finna roll with this and make this joker happen. Dirt. It's like being at the beach. Alright. Here's the part I'm gonna pleat. I am going to square that up before I start sewing the pleats in it. All I'm doing is just cutting these pieces right here out. I'm going to get my opposite side out of it. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Remember what I said about moving, how it moves? You see that went in just a little bit? If you put any pressure on it, it will move. I'm going to throw this piece right here to the side for the other seat. Okay. Alright, so here's one. Goes with this seat. This was the top part right here. I am going to trim it back down to make it a little smaller once I figure if I'm going to pleat it or not. But I don't think I am. But once I foam it, I'll cut it down. Remember to keep all your pieces separated. I can't stress that enough. when you're drawing out patterns, drag your fingers like this. You drag your fingers to make the line straight. Just like that. Oh, let me cut these right here apart. Okay, there I am. I'll show you. That's the way you draw the patterns out. They're pretty smooth. Always allow a little bit whenever you know that's been flipped over right there for that zipper. You want to allow that. Enough to fold over the edge right here. You see where that's folded over? There you go. My how-to video. I've been asked to teach this at the Votech school and just never did because it didn't pay enough money. Sometimes I wished I'd have done some of it, because if you work for yourself, you don't have the insurance and stuff like that. Not free anyway. Use the material right here to help you cut this out. In case you got to hold it, you can pull it on. You can pull this right here, and it'll help you cut this out fast. Just like that. Then cut all your little pieces. Don't throw your material scraps on the floor. Alright, so we got all these pieces right here. I got a couple of pieces right here on the seat. So that's this piece and this piece. I'm going to cut them out. This piece. Try to figure out where you can get the most out of it. Notice I'm turning these pieces right here face down because it's on this side of the seat. Alright, got this backrest right here almost cut out. Ain't that something? This piece, I don't have it cut out yet. But I don't know for sure if the man wanted a doggone pocket put back on the back of it to catch all the crap that's in his truck. We didn't even discuss that. But it's not a big job to put it back on there. All it is cutting out the material and that's it. I don't think the backrest has got the back of the seat don't have as much dirt. I don't think it's got quite as much dirt as the yard. Alright, here we go. Y'all see this right here? That hard piece of plastic. See that hole in it? I'm thinking that this backrest right here might have had a plug in here, like right through here. Because there's a hole and there's a hole. I'm thinking that right there might have had a plug, and it lines up too. So what it done was they stuck a plug in here to hold this pocket right here, and then see this right here moves. That moved enough so you could pile that crap all up in there, and weight the seat down. That stuff that you're not never gonna mess with. It was there for a reason. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take and draw that right there out. Just like that. Like that. One, two, three, four. All you got to do is put a dot on it. 1, 2, 3. 1. You don't have to draw a line, just one little dot. That lets you know where you're at. Right there. That lets me know where the top of the pocket was. I'll come right here. Just like that. Alright, so now we have the seat drawn out. So all I got to do is lay my pattern space down. And I'll get the driver's seat out of it. Just like that. There's my bottom. Right there. So there's that. There's that. I didn't throw no more pieces over there. I didn't cut this piece out. Remember, I was going to get it out of the other material. Okay, right here, right here, right here. Let's pull it back down. Okay, there we go. We got these pieces laid out. Got one piece right here. I think I seen a piece over here. I might can get it out of maybe a piece of scrap. Oh, we don't have scrap. We have short pieces. All right, here we go. That is great. Another telemarketer telling me to vote. Yep. Darn. I wish I was smart enough to know. Remember, just let that lay up there next to it where you don't move the material. Now, if you want to take and put a weight on it or something like that right there, you might can do it. But if you're ever about like been in a real big hurry and you just want to get it done as fast as you can, might want to try to practice this right here. It don't matter if I draw just a little line on the back, like get off of it over here, like that. That's not going to affect it. Like I said, I'm barely moving it. Alright, now there's one piece that I didn't draw out, and that piece was the pocket. I did that on purpose because I don't know for sure. I'm gonna put that pocket back on there. I think I might. But I could call him and see if he wanted that pocket back on there. Alright, so we got this, these pieces. We got all this seat right here. Cut out. Okay, so that's this seat. Here's this seat. Put it up into one pile where I can keep up with it. This is the driver's seat. can get tiresome to the old back if you lean over to cut it. Let me look one more thing up. I did not finish cutting that right there off. I don't know if I overlooked it or what. But I seen the other one was cut, and most of the time it's the opposite. So I'll just cut this piece right here on now, like that. Alright. A lot of these pieces on here, like this, are 1/4 inch. This. The backrest part with the pocket, that's going to be 1/4 inch pad. The face part of the seat, which is like this right here, that's going to be 1/2 inch. So what I got to do is figure out what I'm going to make this right here out of. I got some pieces right here, but see, they need to be, there it is, so I can get this piece out of this. So instead of putting the little trees on it, we're going to take and put this little, maybe an Indian pattern or something on there. Oh, I ain't supposed to say Indian. They took Land O'Lakes off of the butter. So I'll just do it like this. Come right here. Right here, right here, right here. That's how wide it needs to be. All it's got to have is 2 of those. So I'm just gonna come right here, cut it up like this. That's a little short distance. We ain't gonna tell nobody I didn't stick no ruler on it. Ooh, got me another one. Just like that. Alright, so we got our 2 little pieces. That's what we're going to put across the front. They're going to have some pad on them too. Man, I'm glad I saved that little insert. Now I got that piece. So, I might have made it a little big. Nope. Yeah, maybe very little. a little, not much, a little, just right. So I got that to go with that, and I got this to go with this. Alright, so so what I'm gonna do is because I got most of the patterns, I think I got almost all of them cut out, but the back pocket, I don't have it cut out. I might have to go and cut that pocket out. But first, I'm gonna glue all this stuff right here. Should I cut it out? Golly. It ain't but just a little bit of material. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay. If he don't want it, alright, got that, got that. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it. Yeah. Don't want it, he don't have to use it. We're not gonna make it. $14.25. $14.25. Come on. $16.75. $16.75. Okay, there's our pockets. We don't have to worry about it no more. Whether he wants them or not, we'll just go ahead and put them on there. Alright. So there we go. Oh, what's next is we're taking throw some pad down, do a little padding, and probably gonna have to have a little extra pad of the 1/4 inch because it's got quite a few pieces. This 1/4 inch. I'm gonna go ahead and do the front part first. Always remember, if you're doing this on the inside, make sure that you got a fan that's going to draw all this stuff out of here, because it can get kind of strong. Just cut mine on. It sounds like something's done got in it a little bit, making a noise. Not a squealing noise or nothing, but just a noise. Alright, so here's the backrest for for the seat that I'm actually working on. That's the back. That piece don't get none. That's the front. That's the side. These pieces right here, they get 1/4 inch. That's the front. This piece is right here. I think that piece might get a 1/4 inch. This piece right here, it gets a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. So I'm separating them out. This is a 1/2 inch with the Land O'Lakes symbol on. Alright. Nothing. Just don't get nothing. Keep that in mind. Alright, so this is the pieces that I'm going to pleat. Well, these are the pieces I'm gonna pleat. Remember I told you keep that stuff lined up. This is the backrest right here. So it gets a 1/4 inch. I'm putting it in a 1/4 inch pipe. Here's the that's the pockets. Maybe I need to go ahead and cut them in two and keep them with the seat that it goes with. Okay, that's the pocket. It gets 1/4 inch. There's the other seat. It gets 1/4 inch. So that's the top part. This is the other part. This piece right here is the pocket. Alright, I think we got it. So here's the driver's seat. I'm going to separate these out too. While I'm spraying the glue, I want to get it all sprayed at one time. I'm just going to separate them out. All your 1/4 inch stuff, just pull it out to the side. So that's the backrest, pocket. So that's the pleated part here. piece right here is the over seat. Make sure I get the right pieces. One. Hope that fan up there ain't messing us up too bad. I can hear it pretty good from here. I can actually see the patterns on here where the pieces went, so it's not going to be hard for me to stick them back on there. Make that piece one right there. If this was a big piece, I would fold it and lay it out. If it was a real big piece, I'd do it differently than what I'm doing this. I'll probably have to fold it back, and fold it back like that to get it glued, but I don't have to with this right here. all this stuff separated. Another thing, whenever you're doing this, whenever you're cutting these patterns, always keep the scissors straight. Don't lean them like that. I had a guy that worked out here one time. He cut all my patterns out, man. It was lean. All this stuff was lean like that. He had the scissors lean. You always hold your scissors up straight. I like to never broken from that. Alright, got all my pieces right here. That's for the backrest. This is the part I'm gonna pleat right here. This is the other part. There's one piece right here that I didn't see. I might not have cut it out. This is the part that goes on the top right here. I didn't see it over here. So I'm wondering what I did with it. If I throwed it on the floor or something like that. So I guess I might have cut another piece. I agree with you guys that want to keep the shop clean. He was spotless. But I'm out here to make as much money as I possibly can, and I don't have time to walk over there and pick and put every piece that I cut off in the trash can at that time. So there you have it. I do clean up at the end of the day. And sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I set it to the side where I can do a video. And that way, I can kind of take a lot more time at the end of the day to make that video. But whenever I'm out here working, a lot of the times I'm having to do it quick to where if you take too much time on it, you're not making a whole lot. And you know, I charge $100 an hour, so these people really don't want me to be sitting around taking my time. So I got to do it as fast as I can. I ain't gonna kill myself doing it, but I mean I'm doing it as fast as I can, and do a good job. So some of the stuff you just flat can't rush. All you trimmers that know what I'm talking about know you can't rush certain things. So there's my seat. They're right over here. Here's my bottom. So, you know, I got to go on and do the bottom, figure out what pieces is 1/4 inch and what pieces ain't. This piece right here is the front. There's the side, that's 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, side, or the bolster. 1/4 inch, 0, that piece don't get nothing. This right here is the sit down part of the seat. It gets 1/2 inch. So, I'm going to stick this back over here, on that pile. And I got to glue just 3 pieces right here. That's all it's going to take. Okay, so here's the other seat right here. This is the driver's seat. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna stick it right here. Probably cut these patterns right here out. Just keep them separated. Right there. I think my fan's got like a stick or something in it. Something's got up in it. Because it's making a big squirrel cage fan making a little bit of noise. I don't think it's a bearing, but yeah. Maybe I need to cut my hair now. Alright. It goes to the driver's seat. Passenger. That normally takes just a few minutes for that to dry. And I'm not going to wait until it completely dries, because if it dries too much, I didn't put a whole lot of glue on here. I'm trying to stretch it some. Glue is like really high now. It was like $700 and some odd to get just a couple of rolls of this pad and then some glue. So I'm trying to stretch it out, maybe spray it a little bit thinner. As long as it holds it in place, that's what I'm looking for. Alright, so that's the driver's seat. Whew. Okay. How would you like doing this all day? This really gets old. But if you've done it a long, long time, you kind of get, I guess you get more of a tolerance to it. Alright, so there we go. These pieces go back over here to the seat, keep them separated. These pieces right here, they go back over here to this bottom. Keep all that stuff in one place. Another thing is putting the 1/4 inch pad on. You can start sewing some of this stuff up if you want to after you get a few pieces in it, and it takes the whole mess out of the way. It starts lightening up the load of what all you're doing. Here's some 1/4 inch pad right here. There's some headliner that, who knows, maybe some short pieces. I think I got some more short pieces outside in the storage. I usually take part of my short rolls whenever I get down to a short roll that I don't think's got a chance of doing a headliner. That's what I use it for, is like pad. Is there ever any? I mean, I've got a lot of friends that do the upholstery work. They throw a lot of their stuff away. And once it gets to just a short piece, in the trash it goes. And turn around and order some more. You always want to make sure that all the trash is off those. You don't want to glue no pad over no trash. A little lump of foam or something like that. We look through all these pieces here and make sure that we figure out the pieces that's got to have a 1/4 inch pad on it. I can already tell you that my glue is getting a little bit low there. I'm gonna take these right out of place, and I'm gonna show you my patterns where it tells me where to go. I can see it once I spray a little bit more glue on it. I can see it, and that's where I just flip it over and stick it. As you can see the outline here. See the outline? You can tell right where that piece right there was. You can tell right where all these pieces were. And whenever I spray glue on it, that right there is just going to be a little bit darker right here. Where that line right there is, where that glue got over, it's going to be a little bit darker. Okay, I got a little bit left, so I'm just going to put this right here down. It ain't going to take it a minute to stick it. There we go. Remember, this is just one seat. So I got another one just like this right here today. I got some of my other patterns. I'm going to be drawing some lines real quick, sewing this stuff right here up. when I wipe this down, I wipe it down with the back of my hand, or I wipe it down with the face of my hand, like this right here. I don't try to wipe it with fingertips or nothing like that, because sometimes if you wipe it with a fingertip, it could leave a line in it. I know headliner will, and I know if you fold headliner, it's bad to get the wrinkle in it. Alright, so here's my pieces right here for one seat. It seemed like it took a while to do all that, so now I got to do it all over again. Alright. That's one. I got another one right here. Driver's seat, I always cut them out at the same time. It just seems to take a little bit of time to seems to take more time whenever you have to do it. A whole lot of glue a piece, cut it out, glue a piece, cut it out, like that. I'm going to take it and use another piece. I don't like the way that looks. I might use it on some more short pieces somewhere down the line. But right now, I'm going to use this other pad right here. It's a short piece anyway, so. See, it's already rolled out on the roll, so there you go. always use your time wisely whenever you get out of glue or whatever. You just need to go on and start filling it up. So that's where I'm at. I'm having to fill this cup up. Shouldn't take me but just a minute though. Alright, so I got my glue back. Alright. Have to let that sit there for just a minute till it tacks. It won't be just a minute. We'll start sewing some of this right here up. Wouldn't that be great? Alright, this is my other backrest right here for the driver's seat. These pieces right here, I'm gonna have to figure them out. I know I laid them together, but hey, who knows? All right. Let's get down to making that seat. How it's made right here. These pieces right here. So we'll put this right here together and show you. Supposed to have a cameraman pretty soon. So we're gonna see how good he works out, and if he can withstand it, you know. Sometimes you get a little smell in here. Sometimes people have allergies, so we're gonna find out. Maybe he's gonna be good. I hope so. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, like I said, we're gonna start sewing some of this stuff up. I'm gonna take you right on over here to my sewing machine, and we're gonna go around some of this stuff. Let's see, can you see? Can you see? Let's go on down the hill, right here. It's shaking a little bit, but get you down where you can tell what's going down. All right. Okay, that's one seat right here. I'm gonna take and draw some. Might have jumped the gun. I'm gonna take and draw the lines on it and figure out where I want to be. All right, here we go. Here's one bottom. I'm gonna turn the pink side up on it. I'm gonna sew it backwards. Actually, not backwards. It's actually right. When I sew it on top of the material, that's kind of backwards. So that's 14. I'm gonna make it 7 right here. 7. 7. Put my line in the middle. This ruler's 2 inches. Okay, so that's one of my bottoms right here. I'm gonna take this other bottom right here, which is the driver's side. I'm gonna stick it right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so there's the other seat. I might go ahead and sew these up at the same time. They're both just alike anyway. So we'll come right over here. Right there. I always just sew around the edge on it. I don't have to, but I am. That ain't glued real good, it will cause a wrinkle like this. It can cause it because you're sewing one way and then you turn around and sewing the other way. Most of the time I always cut it and just sew them all the same way. I just wanted to point that out. That's why I turned it around and cut it. If you got it glued real good, it might not do it. Shit. I got these little snippers like this. They don't really fit my fingers because my fingers are kind of big. I do have another pair of scissors right here. I do like these. Okay, so there, I got my pattern and stuff sewed just like that. I'll go back and trim this right here whenever I go to sticking it on, you know, to get my pattern out of it after it's sewed. I'm telling you, this thread right here ain't just trying me. My bottom bobbin has a little bit bigger thread in it. That's why it's fraying my top thread. I wanted a little bit bigger thread in the top. Alright, so we got this much done. I'm gonna take and get my pattern and cut it down to the size that I want it, which is right about here. I also need to take and sew a piece across here to because it's got to have the anchor to hold it down in the center of the seat. Okay, what I had to do was cut these anchors out, and they fit on the side of the seat right here. So I had to cut them out to get it to where I was able to put the anchors back on. I didn't do it when I took the cover apart. A lot of times I don't. Let me go ahead and put my top mark right here. I'm just going to transfer it to the bottom where I can see it. Put me a line across it that lets me know exactly where I'm at. Here's the width of my cover. You see it's a lot wider right here. But I'm lining it up with my center mark. I'm gonna come right here, put my mark right here, so I know exactly how wide I got to be. I'm gonna cut this much of it off. That much off by just breaking my thread. I got my tensioner set on the bottom for the lighter thread, and I don't want to have to change it because I sew a lot more lighter thread than I do this real thick thread. Okay, got that. Here's my center piece right here. I'm going to take this wire out because I'm going to be doing a lot of sewing. I don't want to hit it with my needle, break one of my needles, possibly knock my machine out of timing. So I always take that out. Most of the time I go over there to a wire brush and I will wire brush that piece because it looks so bad. And a rusty piece like that will make this right here rot. Alright, we got that piece right there cut down. I got my other piece right here. They're just alike. The seats are just opposites. But this piece right here and this piece right here are just alike. So what I'm going to do is just set it on top of it. Line it up. Right there. Right there. Get it in the center. Make sure you get it in the center. There we go. I'll sit right here and mark these pieces. Normally, do I do it over here? Nope. Normally, I do it over there on the table. But it ain't too much trouble to do it whenever I'm sitting right here making this video. Okay. There we go. I'll have to have the other seat to get these pieces right here, like this right here, out of it, unless I just make some. I could easily make some, and I might do it. Like I said, my threads is two different sizes. One reason is I didn't have that color, only in that big thread. And a bob like that, style M. So I only had that size in that bobbin. I mean that color. And I just pulled that out with the machine. I mean with this, I pulled it out of the machine with my piece of material. Come on, shit! It don't want to even get the. It don't want to even get got. Before I go any further with this seat right here, I'm going to either have to make this piece right here, this piece right here that goes across here, the anchor, or I'm going to have to wait till the other seat gets here to get those pieces off of it. And I do have a piece right here that I could use. As a pattern. Alright, so I got these pieces here. That's my bolsters that goes on each side, just like that. So all I got to do, I'm going to sew around these and sew them together. Man, the daylight is passing here. That daylight savings time is already hit. I must have made my pattern a little long. I'll stick this piece up here and tell. Yeah, I did. Hey y'all, getting a little late, but that's what it's gonna look like. Almost looks like a Camaro seat, for real. So anyway, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna get the bottom and bring it over here and just stick it on there and see how it's gonna look. Okay, there's the seat foam. We know it's all tore up right here, but I'm gonna fix all that. We're gonna stick this on here just to see what it looks like. We know it's got some pretty long anchors right here, so here they are. Goes down in the seat pretty good ways. So we're gonna come right down in here like this. I did not mean, but me and him drawed it out so the customer knows. But I did not know it was gonna look like 79 Camaro. That's almost funny, isn't it? But anyway, I think it's gonna look pretty good once it's done. He wanted to where he could wipe it off. 79 Camaro. Hey, it'll be all right. It's gonna look good. We'll put this piece right here on there. Put the boxing on it. It'll be all right. But anyway. Anyway, it's gonna be good. Once I sew all these pieces on here, fix that piece of pad right here. Now, keep in mind, this was on the passenger side. So somebody must have went through some rough treatment right there. But we can fix it, because we'll cut that off and put a new piece on there. And fix all this stuff on the bottom. I'm gonna finish this up tomorrow, so I'm gonna let y'all tune in tomorrow and we'll finish this up. Almost, basically, other than sewing it up, you know, it's not gonna be real bad. It's not gonna be a real long fix. You know, I said I charge $100 an hour. I don't always charge $100 an hour. I charge by the job. So, you know, a set of seats like this right here, it's not by the hour always. I only charge by the hour when I can't figure how to plan the job or figure if I'm gonna make money by the job. So we're gonna fix this guy right here up. He's an older guy. I want to help him out. I think we should all help our seniors out. They get a check. They don't have a whole lot of money, so we help them out all we can. Anyway, we're gonna steam this. I'm gonna show you. You remember on that piece where I showed you if it's not glued really good? Well, it is glued pretty good, but do you see these wrinkles right here? They just light. They light right here. Now I can take them out with the steamer. I can take them out with the steamer, but if I'd have went all directions, all the same direction, these wouldn't be in here. You see that? Remember I turned it around and went the opposite direction? It would not be in there. I know for a fact. I've been doing this a very long time, and I know what works and what don't work and what it makes it do and how to get wrinkles out of stuff and how to put seats together and how to make them do this and that. Really good. I know for a fact. So that line backwards, if it's not glued exceptionally well, it's going to do that. So, with that being said, if you like what you see, please tune back in. And I can show you you can watch how I'm doing upholstery work. And maybe you can see that one thing that I did that you might say, hey, that might be a better way than the way I was doing it. Or maybe, because I've changed. If I run across something that I see where somebody's done something, I mean, I'm not stubborn. I'm not going to say, hey, that's not the better way. I have changed on some things that I was doing because I seen somebody else do it a better way. You're never too old to learn. Even if you've been doing it a long time, don't mean that you can't learn. So, if you don't mind, like, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I'm learning how to do YouTube. Thank y'all for joining in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow when I fix this seat right here. Thanks. Boom.